Yo, brother, the first time that I got to day 90 of Nofap was because I stopped watching Nofap videos. They were all over the internet, over my homepage. Bro, these were guys giving me genuine advices on how I can stop fapping, okay, as a teenager. But at the same time, they had these clickbait thumbnails of girls' butt blurred out, naked girls blurred out, porn website screenshots blurred out, and they were attracting thirsty men like me. I was like, what the fuck? I must stop watching them. And guess what? I got to day 90. I got to day 100, day 200. Bro, I want the same for you. Let me just take you to the deeper section, brother. Let's go. Yo, welcome to the deeper section of this video. We're talking about how nofap videos are ruining your life. I've already covered some points at the start of this video, how people are like putting the thumbnails in front of you, clickbait shit. You can't trust these nofap videos out there anymore, especially those that are thirsty for views. So there are some 4 key points that I want you to remember as you're going along this nofap journey, brother. The first is that identity is everything. When you're trying to quit nofap, I mean, when you're trying to quit fapping, you want to make sure that you don't see yourself as someone who is trying to quit fapping. You don't want to try to quit fapping. You see yourself as someone who don't quit straight up. Boom. Point number 1 is done, right? Just leave a tick mark. Number 2 is that no fap videos, brother, they only remind you of the loser that you are. If you're in nofap, you already are in day 7, day 10. You don't want to watch this type of videos anymore, because what happens when you click on any nofap videos, or even in my videos, we say like, oh yeah, let me guess, you've been jerking off for the past couple of days. You've been addicted to porn. You've been addicted to masturbation. We reaffirm this identity in you, and that is the thing that you don't want as you are progressing in this journey. When first you start off in your journey, you must become aware that yeah, I am a fapper. I've been fapping my whole life, bro. You need to be aware. That's why this is the reason we cater towards your identity as a fapper. But when you are already making progress, you want to leave that old identity behind, because those nofap videos were the ones that were to get you onto this process, right? But for that, they had to remind the loser in you. But you don't want to keep reminding that loser in you by watching nofap videos constantly. Okay, you want to forget that nofap even exists. And for that, for you to stop these nofap videos, you gotta get rid of the algorithm script, brother. Whenever you see, here's the hack, bro. Wherever it is, wherever you see a nofap video or a post or a social media post, press the 3 button, press not interested. Don't suggest this type of content. The algorithm will learn it, right? On Instagram is just type not interested, or on YouTube homepage, if you see a YouTube thumbnail with like nofap and do some girls shaking your ass blurred out just to get your attention, type not interested. Boom. The algorithm will learn, refresh the page, and then keep on doing that whenever you see such videos, and you yourself stop watching it. And over time, the algorithm will forget that you are a fapper. Right now, your algorithm thinks that you are a fapper. That's why they suggested you this video. If you got my video on homepage, right? Which is why really I want to get to like people like you who needs this type of advice, bro. There's a lot of guys who will like be able to make it to day 90, day 100, 200, 1 year of nofap, but they just keep watching this type of videos. It's holding them back. It's reminding them of the loser in them, brother. So I want to talk about point number 4, and this is where things get interesting. I want you to get to stage 3 of nofap, where stage 3 of nofap is where fapping and no fapping is like a bye-bye in your brain, right? You don't even think about this stuff anymore. You don't even think about fapping. You don't even think about not fapping, right? It's just what it is. This is the one where like you're experiencing this, you have already mastered no fap, but you find no point in doing it anymore. Maybe you've gotten into a relationship, maybe you've gotten married or something. We never know, right? But this is the point where you don't even worry about fapping too much, or worry about no fapping, because you have control over that habit. Most people think that they are already at this stage. They're not. If you haven't gotten to day 90, day 200, day 300 of no fap, chances are you're probably not at this stage. And it's really hard to guess where you are right now. The stage 1 is where like you're really addicted to fapping. The stage 2 is where you're trying to quit fapping and you're seeing The progress stage 3 is where you don't even give a fuck about quitting fapping, and you don't give a fuck about fapping as well. You don't even get addicted to it, and you don't even care about like getting rid of it too much. It's just what it is. You're too focused on your life, right? This is what you need to find flow in your life. Flow in your life, brother. It's a state of where you become the video game character, where you have gamified your life in such a way that it feels like everything is aligning. Everything in your life is aligning. The character is you, and you're leveling up in your life. You're having a direct goal that you can focus towards. There's no distraction. There's no point of watching Instagram reels because you're so focused on your goal. That is the point of flow. That is the point of gamifying your life, which you want to get yourself to. That is the goal. And before I move on to the action plan that will help you, I want to show you my subscriber goal, bro. We have the subscriber 1,500 this month. It is written this month here, but it's been my goal since like a couple of months ago. So if you could help me reach this goal by joining the movement, I would really appreciate it. These are the guys in our community doing self-improvement activities, bro. We're becoming the leaders of our life through personal leadership and self-mastery. So we also want you to join this movement. We highly encourage you to. We'll really support each other. Join the Discord server as well and send me your pictures if you want your pictures up here. So with that said, action plan, 30 minutes. Number one is to remove everything that reminds you of Nofap, which is what I'm telling you. If you're subscribing to a Nofap YouTuber, unsubscribe. If you're following a Nofap account on Instagram, unfollow it. Change the environment, whether it is physical environment, whether maybe it's like a picture of a girl in your wall that is reminding of you to jerk off, right? You've been jerking off to the picture. Maybe it's like an anime girl which is looking kind of sexy, so you just get turned on by looking at it. Remove that. Everything that is turning you on physically, remove it. Even digitally, remove it. Unfollow. Not interested, right? Delete the apps that remind you of it as well. Delete it and follow your flow. Once you've gotten rid of all the bad stuff, you take in all the good stuff, and this is what you do for 20 minutes. Now that we've covered number one, number two, follow your flow is to find your end goal, number one. And if your end goal could be anything, what is your goal in life? Have you ever thought about that? I want you to think about that for the sake of this action plan as you are in this video trying to learn. Take this action plan, bro. You've already made so far in this video. Take the action plan. Find your end goal, bro. In your life, what do you want to become? What do you want to do? Come on, find your goal, brother. And then next is to find your vehicle to get to your goal. If you want to become an engineer, your vehicle will be to study engineering, right? That's your vehicle, your vroom vroom from point A to point B. Here is you, point A, point B. You want to become a certain thing. If you want to become an entrepreneur, maybe your vehicle is to take some mentorship and start a business, right? That is your vehicle. And then from that point onwards, you find your yearly, monthly, and weekly goal. You've already found your end goal. What do you want to achieve in your life? Now, you want to think about what do you want to achieve this year based on your end goal. Then the next month, and then the next week. And then after that, define your deep work tasks. So as I said, if you want to become an engineer or a doctor, your deep work tasks where you can be deeply immersed in the tasks, focus without any distraction, is studying. If, for example, you want to become a spokesperson, your deep work tasks where you can practice this work is literally speaking. That's the tasks, that's the deep work tasks. The reason we call it deep work is because it's a state where we're deep into this tasks and there's no distraction, we're fully focused. This will help you to essentially flow, brother. Like a sperm, flow, right? Become a champion. Thumbs up. Improve your life one step at a time. Always.